Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right, today is the Sunday show. And we got a bit of a juicy thread for you today. We are revisiting an old thread that we've done a long time ago. But this is for all the new people who have recently joined us. And this thread is worst excuse for cheating. All right, so let's get into what is the worst excuse for cheating. You aren't exactly my type. Actual quote after 3 years of living together. Wow. Okay, why would you live with somebody for 3 years if they're not exactly your type? Okay. God, talk about a huge waste of fucking time. Jesus. I'll never forget my first semester in college. I met a girl in Psychology 101 that shared with the whole class that her boyfriend cheated on her. She said she was going to forgive him because his reason for cheating was because he had never slept with a black girl before.
Bruh.
Okay. And wanted to know what it was like. What? That is probably the craziest thing I've ever heard. He said, no, babe. I only did it because I've never slept with a black girl before. I wanted to know what it was like. I wonder if it was different. And she was just like, that makes so much sense. Oh my God. Like, I totally love you. We're the best couple ever together. Like, oh my, okay. Good luck with that one, honey. Jesus. Came home early from work to my last ex in bed with another guy. Wow. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I didn't think you would find out. What? I came home early because I spilled a fryer on my leg and she ignored my call for a ride because she was busy getting fucked. Oh, so this was 2 girls. Oh, wow. I'm still mad when I think about it. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Okay, I thought this was like a girl that came home and caught her man with a dude. That's what I thought it was. But no. This is 2 girls. You know, and it must be hard as hell for like chicks that are actually lesbians. You know what I mean? That actually want to spend their lives with a woman, because most chicks aren't really into chicks like they say they are. They're like, oh, I'm into girls. And it's like, no, you're not. Stop. This is fun for you. This is like, oh, I'm just experimenting or whatever the case may be. And it's like they don't really actually want to be with a girl. And it sucks for some women who actually want to be with a girl. They fall into these relationships and then they get cheated on like this, or, they get dumped, whatever the case may be. And it's just like, like, why waste the girl's time when you know you ain't trying to be with no girl like that? Like, damn. This one happened to a good friend of mine. I was with him just after a little gem was dropped on him. Took him some time to recover. I actually wasn't cheating on you. I was dating the other guy first. So I was actually cheating on him. Wait, what? She said I was dating that guy first. So technically, you're the other guy. Like, how the fuck does that make you feel better? Oh, okay. Damn, son. I mean, I would feel even more confused and like, what is going on? Because it's like, I thought we were dating. Like, what happened? I thought we were good, but apparently, like, you already had a man the whole time? Like, what the hell? All right. Ex-girlfriend tried to get one of my close friends to do things with her when he told me, and I asked her about it. She told me liked him, but still liked me more. That was the last straw. Okay, so his friend, who ain't really a friend, if I'm being honest with you, his friend tried to get his girl to do stuff. She was like, I like him, but I like his friend more. Like, okay. I got called pussy for not cheating on you in a dream. What? Huh? She woke up and was just like, ugh. And he's like, what's going on? She was just like, you're such a pussy. You didn't cheat on me in my dream. Fuck is going on here? Like, what? I'm like, like, hold up. I thought you'd be happy, right? Like, I showed some sexual temperance. And you know what I mean? I held back my desires. You know, like, what's going on here? All of a sudden, you want me to cheat on you? Huh? Huh? Okay. All right. Reason for cheating. The cake was still in the fridge. Someone had to eat it. Okay.
Bruh.
Sure, I guess. I deserve to have sex with a hot guy. Wow. He said he caught his girl cheating and was like, babe, what the fuck? What's going on here? Like, why would you do this? She's like, I deserve to have sex with a hot guy, okay? I deserve that. And you're just like, what? Huh? How does that make sense? Like, bro, what the fuck is going on here? Okay. Sorry we started the threesome without you. Oh, man. What kind of bullshit is that? Oh. And, the classic, it just happened. Dude was she was like, why'd you cheat on me? It just happened. Like, damn. Okay. Bruh. This dude said, I thought about you the whole time. Come on, man.
Stop the cap.
No. There's no. No, come on, man. You was not up in the guts of some other girl over here talking about, I was thinking of you the whole time. That's crazy, bro. You're too nice. I'm doing you a favor. Oh, man. That's no. No. Come on. What favor are you doing me? Okay? This is crazy. You could have just dumped me. That would have been a favor enough. You didn't have to go and do all this. She's way hotter than you. Oh my. Yo. These dudes are wild. It's like, why did you cheat on me? She's hotter than you. Duh. No. I respect you too much to do with... Hold on. I respect you too much to do with you what I did with them. Oh, wow. He was like, yo, with her, I could do all the hoe shit and, smacking her in the face and spitting on her and all that kind of stuff. With you, I could never. I respect you too much. What are we talking about? I gotta go do it with other girls. Like... like, that's his justification for cheating and doing the crazy shit he was doing. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And it's crazy because these dudes expect these girls to just be like, you know what? Wow, that makes so much sense. You're right. Dang, I'm overreacting. Like, Duh, of course. Of course he has to do that with other girls. He can't do that with me. He respects me. Like that's what they're expecting these girls to say and how they're supposed to react. And it's like, no, man. No. It's just not going to go that way. I was looking for an excuse to break up. If you want to break up, why don't you just break up? Facts. Like,
Bruh.
what? Why do you got to do all this extra shit? If you were looking, there should be no excuse. It's just, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. Ta-da! Like, come on, man. I lost focus and had a consensual workplace relationship. Yo, what?
Bruh.
This man said, oh, you know what? All of a sudden, I was just at work and you stopped existing and this girl started existing. And I don't know, I just found myself in a relationship. It wasn't my fault. I just fell into this relationship. Like, the justification is wild, bro. He said, I just fell in. You know, it wasn't my fault. I just fell into this relationship. It just happened. Okay, come on now. I thought it was funny you didn't know. Yup, that actually happened to me. This dude, imagine a guy, like you ask, why did you cheat on me? And he said, I thought it was funny that you didn't know. Like, was I supposed to know? You know what I mean? Like, were you making it blatantly obvious and I just wasn't getting all the hints and you were just like, ha, this fucking idiot. Like, what in the hell? That's predatorial right there. God damn. He's just like, you dumb bitch, you didn't know? Like, how was I supposed to? I'm over here thinking you love me. Worst excuse for a breakup, worst excuse for cheating. One that I heard from a former marriage counselor was a woman who claimed her husband was so affectionate, hardworking, and considerate, she developed an inferiority complex and dealt with it by cheating. What? How does that make sense? She's like, oh my God, my man is better than me in every single way. So you know what I'm going to go do? Is I'm going to go fuck some bums. Like, what? How does that make sense? How does that logic connect? You're just like, oh my God, I got the cream of the crop guy. He's so much better than me. So in order to cope with this, I'm going to go fuck some bums. Like, what? How did the correlation, it just doesn't make sense. It's not connecting. I'd love to know, like, how did she come to that conclusion? You know what I mean? Like, okay. Wow. All right. The lights were off. I couldn't see.
Bruh.
Come on, man. Really? He said, babe, no. It doesn't count. The lights were off. So I couldn't see her naked body. Nah, not at all. I saw nothing. Like, no. You can't justify cheating because the lights were off. My God, that's crazy talk. That is absolutely crazy. He caught me cheating, serves him right for spying on me. Random girl I overheard talking on her phone. What? She said, serves him right. He shouldn't have been spying on me. Because if he wasn't spying on me, he wouldn't have found out he was being cheated on. Stupid. Come on, man. Some of you ladies are as worse as the dudes. Like, that is wild. She says, serves him right for spying on me. Like, you stupid. Why did you spy on me? If you didn't spy on me, you wouldn't have found out. You wouldn't have got your heart broken. Like, wow. God damn, that's crazy. It was my birthday and I really wanted to. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. He justified it because it was his birthday. Damn, son. I really want to know what goes in their head pre-game. You know, like before they talk to their partner, before this all happens, like how do they come to these conclusions of like, this is gonna work. If I say this, it's gonna work. She or he will understand when I say this, you know, like they justify it so crazy. And I would love to know what goes through their head. That's just wild. All right, that one's long. I'm not doing that. It was a gangbang and I had a mask on. It doesn't count.
Bruh.
Oh, no. Oh, not only did your girl get smashed by one dude, she got smashed by multiple dudes. And then she sat there and said, I have a mask on, so it did. Oh, bro, like, do you not understand what you're saying? You're not saying one penis was in there. You're saying multiple were in there. This is a gang bang, like, yo. And she thought she could just go back to her man like nothing happened. That's crazy. Oh. I'd had nothing but bad experiences and had so many good ones with you that I needed to know if I was fixed.
Bruh.
What? So because you had nothing but bad experiences and you only had good experiences with this person, you had to cheat to make sure that you were fixed? Huh? You were fixed of what? Okay. All right. I don't know what you were trying to fix, but sure. This nigga, I'm an alpha, and that's what we do. Oh my god, bruh. Like, come on, man.
Stop the cap.
You ain't no alpha, bro. Stop. These dudes that be sitting there talking about I'm an alpha, bro. If you gotta say that, you're not. Let's be honest here, okay? If you gotta say that you are, you're not. Oh goodness, man. I'm glad you got rid of that guy, 'cause Jesus Christ. It was a misunderstanding. Her name was the same as yours, so I got confused. Oh my god, bro. Just because she had the same name don't mean it's right. Come on, man. Like, again, what were you thinking she was going to say? Just, oh, you know what? Wow, that makes so much sense. She had the same name. Damn. Okay, yeah. Of course. You would fall into that. I would too. Like, if his name was Jacob, you know what I mean? I would do the same thing. I would totally fuck that guy too. You know what? Let's just put this behind us. Water under the bridge, babe. We're so strong together. You know? Like, that is what these guys are expecting these girls to say. And it's like, bro, no, they're not. They're not gonna say that. They're going to be like, who the fuck do you think you are? And why did you think this dumbass comment would work? That's crazy. I performed a soul revival on him and discovered that he was my soulmate for thousands of past lives and thousands of lives into the future. I was told this out of the blue after a 21-year relationship, 18 years of marriage with 2 small children. What? She sucked this man off and was just like, oh my god, I found out that he was my soulmate for many years in the past and many years in the future. So this whole 21-year relationship and having 2 kids with you, yeah, this was wrong. I shouldn't have done this. He was the one I was supposed to spend the 21 years with and 18 years of marriage and have 2 kids with. Damn, I just realized it too late. That's crazy. That's probably the biggest I've ever heard in my life. How do you justify sucking a man off by being like, he is my soulmate for thousands of years in the past and like, I don't even know what I would say to something like that. If a girl told me that, I'd be sitting there just so flabbergasted, like, what in the hullabaloo is this? That's crazy talk. That's crazy. Like, how in the hell you gonna waste 21 years of my life being with you? That's a lot of fucking time, man. Damn. All right. He said it was the alcohol, not me. Oh, all right. God damn. He said blame it on the alcohol. You know, he was like, it wasn't me, babe. The alcohol did it. Alcohol put my penis in her. That's what happened. That's how it happened. Like, bro, what? I am happily married now to a wonderful guy, but prior I was cheated on twice. High school boyfriend's excuse: I used to be fat and insecure, and it felt good knowing another woman besides you wanted me, and I didn't want to disappoint her. Okay.
Stop the cap.
College boyfriend's excuse: you were too busy taking your mom to chemo treatments every Friday, so I felt ignored. Yo.
Bruh.
Her mom has cancer, nigga. Of course she's not gonna be down to fuck on Fridays. Like, what are we talking about here? Are you kidding me? Like, bro, that's wild. That is wild. How are you gonna sit there and be like, ugh, your family member has cancer, and because they have cancer, you don't have time to have sex with me? That's crazy. That's crazy. How could that come out of your mouth and you be okay with that coming out of your mouth? You know? Damn, son. Oops, it was an accident. No. To make things worse, as they said, oops. What the fuck, bro? Come on, man. You can't just play it off and say, oops, it was an accident. Oh my god, that had no right to be that funny. What? Come on, man. The oops threw me, bro. There's no way that person said oops. There's no fucking way in a serious conversation. Like, you're just sitting there like, why did you cheat on me? What the fuck is wrong with you? And they're just like, oops, it was an accident. Wow. Wow, bro. The oops threw me. Damn, son, that oops threw me like crazy. Damn. Wow. That's fucking crazy. Oh, shit. Damn, this dude says she's hot. I was drunk. It doesn't mean anything. Okay. Hey, another blaming it on the alcohol guy. All right. I thought y'all were friends. An actual quote from an ex. My immediate response: how the fuck does that make it any better? She had absolutely no reply. Just sat there with her jaw dropped like she was waiting for another cock to come flying in the room. So she was like, I sucked him off because I thought you guys were friends. Like, how is that a justification for you sucking my mans off? Like, what? Regardless if he was my friend or not, why are you sucking him off? What is this? You just think just because they're my friends, they're fair game. Like, you got you a second boyfriend or something? Like, what? That man, I cannot believe she said that with a straight face. That's crazy. Somehow it was my fault she cheated. Yo, that's crazy. She was probably like, I got something to tell you. Like, I cheated on you on this day. And he's like, what? What the heck? Why? What did I do wrong? Blah, blah. Like, oh, it's your fault that I cheated. You didn't do this, and that. And, like, if you did that, then I wouldn't have done it. So it's totally your fault. And it's like, wow. Damn, son. It's my fault. I was the reason I told you to go do that. Damn. Okay. All right, worst excuse for cheating. You didn't answer the phone at 2 a.m. after a 16-hour shift, called back 4 minutes later, and it was too late. I bought a house 2 days prior for us to live in. I'm selling that house for more money than I paid for it 6 years ago. All I can do is laugh. So because he didn't pick up the phone after a 16-hour shift, and then, mind you, he woke up, saw, oh shit, my girl called me 4 minutes ago. Let me call her back. She was like, nah, nigga, too late. Nope. Chad's coming over. Chad Thundercock's on his way. Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, 4 minutes. It's just, and then I work 16 hours. You can't let a brother sleep. Come on, man. Like, that's just, that's wild to me. That is your justification for leaving me, not picking up the phone after 16 hours. Damn, son. Damn. Woo, you guys are crazy. That's going to go ahead and end that thread for today on this beautiful Sunday episode. My God. Just absolutely ridiculous, man. Fucking absolutely ridiculous. Just, wow. I mean, Jesus, the stuff that you guys go through, man. Trust me, I've never had any crazy shit like this happen, during, like, I've been cheated on before, but it's never been something where they say anything as crazy as this stuff. Golly, man. Jesus, you guys let me know what you think about that thread in the comment. We're going to hop into the announcements. Then we're going to get straight into the scenarios that have been submitted by you guys. Patreon.com/My Podcast. If you want to get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday show like these people will, go ahead and get on the Patreon, man. $3 a month. It's totally optional. You guys don't have to, but get in there. I do enjoy seeing you guys on Friday episodes, as well as I enjoy, you guys sending in your scenarios and stuff like that. Follow us over on TikTok as well as Instagram if you guys want to get bite-sized, all the best pieces of every single episode. I do clips over there, so follow us over there. TikTok, we're on the road to 10K. We're almost there. We're like halfway there, so we're ever getting closer to that 10K goal. I hope to hit it by June, but we'll see. Audio listeners, please keep downloading the podcast. Rating 5 stars is preferable. Thank you guys so much for all that support. It does help out a lot. If you want to help even more on the free 99 side of things, head over to youtube.com/MyTheAssholePodcast. You can do that by going to YouTube, or you can go into the link tree, and right there you'll be able to see all our socials there, whether it's TikTok, it's Instagram, or even YouTube. Subscribing over there does help. Even if you don't watch over there, it does help, and I appreciate you guys so much for all that support. And then last but not least, the Haunting Adeline Spotify playlist, as well as YouTube playlist. So if you've been loving Haunting Adeline and you sparingly watch these episodes or whatever the case may be, we do have a playlist in the description of the YouTube video as well as the audio. So even you guys on Spotify, you guys can just go in the description, click the link in there. It'll say Haunting Adeline, all Haunting Adeline episodes. You can click on that and you have all the episodes there from chapter 1 all the way to, I believe, chapter, like 31. If I'm being honest, yeah, I believe so. I believe it's like 31 now. So if you want to catch up on that and you don't feel like scrolling through my big ass topography of episodes, I got you covered. There's a whole playlist just for that. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's scenarios. Am I the asshole for telling my wife I fell in love with her personality and not her body? I mean, I wouldn't say you're an asshole for that, but let's see. So, as the title says, I never fell in love with my wife for her body. Not because she's unattractive, quite in the contrary. Actually, she's gorgeous and has a very nice body. But that's not why I fell in love with her. I fell in love with her because I think she's an incredibly charming person and I absolutely love her soul. She's funny, she's witty, and very intelligent. Ooh, he's like, you are all that in a bag of chips, baby. God damn. I love how passionate she gets about certain things like psychology. Her mom is her favorite person and she's a psychologist. So naturally, my wife is also into psychology and is very passionate about it and the history behind it. Anyways, enough gushing about my wife. Nah, King, you got you a good one. Gush all you want, my guy. Shit. The argument started when we sat in bed one night and she asked me if her butt is the reason I fell in love with her. Wait. What? Okay. Is this another version of, babe, if I was a worm, would you still love me? You know what I mean? I feel like this is the type of conversation that is about to happen. And he must have said the wrong thing. Like, babe, if I was a worm, would you still love me? And he was just like, oh, I don't know, maybe. And she's just like, oh, really? Maybe? If you were a worm, I would go to Petco and I'd buy you a thing and I'd put you in there and I'd give you leaves to eat all the time. I would love you forever if you were a worm. I feel like that kind of conversation is about to come up. We'll see. Let's keep reading. Oh my God. All right, and she asked me if her butt is the reason I fell in love with her. She works out and has a very nice butt that she's proud of. I told her flat out, no, I never fell in love with her body. I fell in love with her soul. Immediately, I could tell she had taken offense to this. Yeah, that's what it is. She asked that whole, would you love me if I was a worm type question. He answered it wrong, and she took offense to it. Okay. Yep, that's what's going on here. I asked her what's wrong. She asked how I could say something like that so bluntly to her face. I was confused at the moment, not understanding what I had said that was so offensive. Then she said, never mind, you know what? I'm going to bed. Good night. Harumph. Then she laid down and turned her back to me. I didn't push any further and decided to just leave it alone before I make it worse. So I went to sleep. The next morning I wake up. She's gone. I searched the house and she's nowhere to be found. Later that day, I get a text from her girlfriends basically calling me an asshole and many other names. I spoke to a couple of my buddies and they don't understand why she's mad either. Am I the asshole? No, you're not at all. Like, because you said that she didn't have a nice butt. Now, look, I get it. She's been working on this part of her body, and so maybe she wanted some like confirmation that the work that she's putting in is actually yielding the results that she wants. And so maybe that's why she was asking the question, and you may have looked at the question as like shallow and been like, oh no, of course I don't like you for your butt. I like you for other reasons. But to her, she probably, she tuned out the last part. You said, I don't like your butt. And that's all she heard. And you're just like, wait, what? No, you know what I mean? And so I think she kind of felt invalidated for like the work that she's been putting in at the gym. And I think that's how she sees it. But obviously for you, you're just like, I gave her like the highest esteem compliment ever. I'm like, babe, you know, whether you had a nice buttocks or not, I'd still love you. I'd still be with you. It wouldn't change how I see you, how I view you, how I love you. But she, for some reason, didn't take it that way. I don't know why. But at the same time, I think it's just she wanted some validation of like, hey, the hard work I'm putting in is yielding the results that I want to have come out. So, yeah. I guess start apologizing and be like, babe, I do like your butt. You know, like I said, it's the whole worm thing. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh, babe, if I was a worm, would you still love me? It's like, guys out there, just say yes. Just be like, you damn right, you know. And then if you really want to be that guy, you just be like, oh, of course. And I'd get you a little wormy friend. And you guys, we'd all be one big happy wormy family. And it'd be great. And I'd put you I'd get a little ball. And I'd carry you around in that little ball. And the ball would have some dirt in it. And you can go to work with me. And yeah, like, you know, man. Like, a lot of times you just got to play into it, you know, like throw the logic out the window for a minute, guys. Play into the delusion craziness for your girl. Just do it for your girl, man. You know, it's like, babe, does my butt look great? Fan-fucking-tastic. You got that badonka-donk. The anaconda don't. There is so much junk in that trunk. It is overflowing. Like, the claps from those cheeks can be heard by the Hubble telescope. You know? like you gotta over exaggerate. You know what I mean? You gotta go over and beyond for your girl, man. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. All right, guys? Just do it. Trust me, they'll love you. Oh, man. But he is not the asshole. You guys let me know what you think about that one, though. On to our next. Me, 26 male, girlfriend, 26 female, cheated on me with her ex. What should I do? You should get the foop out of there, brother. You should run as far as you can. As far as you can.
She belongs to the streets.
Sadly. All right. Me, 26 female, girlfriend, 26 female, me, 26 male, girlfriend, 26 female, cheated on me with her ex. Long-term girlfriend cheated on me with her ex. Okay, how many times you gonna say that, nigga? So me and my girlfriend, okay, we get it, have been together for the last 8 years, and it has recently come to light that she cheated on me with her ex. This happened 6 years ago when we were already 2 years into our relationship. Oh shit, so she cheated a long time ago. Damn. In the last 6 years since the incident, we have gone on to buy and move our first home. Move into our first home and also get a dog. We also had plans to start trying for kids soon. I'm still in total shock that this has happened, and I feel so stupid that it happened so long ago and I never had a clue. The truth only came out recently when we had a conversation around trust. I felt she was hiding something, so I kept questioning and eventually got the truth. She said she regrets it and only hid the truth to save our relationship. She only claims it was a one-time thing and hasn't happened since. I'm lost and I have no idea what to do. Please, advice. Wow. Look, damn, that's a tough one because it happened so long ago. And I know a lot of people are going to just be like, oh, but it was 6 years ago. It was a mistake she made. But it's at the same time, you were lying to me for 6 years. And then it only came out now because our everything is all copacetic good, and you know, we got this house together and we got a dog and all this kind of stuff. Like, you told me at an opportune time where it would be, I would most likely just be okay with it. You know what I mean? And that's why she did it. Because I guarantee you, if this news came out anytime sooner, there's no way he would have got a house with her. There's no way he would have gotten a dog with her and been talking about kids and all this kind of stuff. Fuck no. He'd have been like, goodbye, get the fuck out of here. Like, he wouldn't have tolerated that and he would have left. But now he's in this tough predicament where he's like, fuck, my girl was lying to me the whole time for 6 years. She finally told me the truth. Like, if she lied about that so long ago, how can I believe her when she said it was only a one-time thing? You never know. Sex might have just been a one-time thing, but they could have still been going out on dates. They could have still been, talking and chit-chatting and doing other stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a tough one because it's like, bro, it's hard to believe her because she was lying for so long. That's the tough thing about it, is that she was lying for so long. Damn, man. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to try to come at it at a realistic viewpoint, because I know that you're not just going to take this and be like, oh, bye, bitch, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to do that because for literally 6 years, mind you, the relationship has been fantastic. Like, she hasn't cheated. She hasn't done anything like that, blah, blah, blah. It was just that second year that she did. And because, mind you, they've been together for 8 years. So it was like they had a good year. That second year, it was probably bad between them. And that's why she did what she did. And then, year 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 were like immaculate. So it's like, in his head, he's trying to justify, like, why would I give up an amazing relationship over one bad year? And then it happened so long time ago. She hasn't done anything. But at the same time, you could argue, how in the hell can I trust you? That you actually only did this one time. Like, I would hope that it's only one time, but you could actually never know because, you didn't know about this time, so how in the hell are you going to know about all the other times? It's like, if there were other times, I'm not saying that there are, but it's like, if you're going to lie about me, or lie to me about this for so long, what else are you kind of hiding? It just brings up that question, and it's kind of tough. And so, what I would do is I would just tell her, look, this really fucks up my trust for you. I love you. I care about you. I want to keep our life the way it is because it's been fantastic, for the last 6 years, so on, so forth. But the trust has now been broken. And now that the trust has been broken, I'm going to need you to show me that you can kind of build that trust back. You know what I mean? Because that's a big thing, especially if you guys are talking about having kids together, possibly getting married, doing, more things and getting more involved in each other's lives. Like I said, I don't think you're going to just break up with this girl. I just don't think that's going to happen, and that's fine. That's okay. But you do need to kind of put her feet to the fire a little bit. Test that trust, because that's a tough one, bro. Ooh, that's a tough one. I can see. Oh, man. Okay, on to our next one. Am I the asshole for slapping my husband after he confessed to cheating on me? I mean, I think any female would smack their dude if they cheated on him, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I, 24 female, came home after a long day at work. My husband, 32 male, made us dinner, which he rarely does. After dinner, he even cleaned up and did the dishes. I was surprised since this isn't something he usually does without me having to ask. Oh, shit. She was like, hold on. He cooked dinner. He did the dishes. What's going on here, huh? Like, what did you do? You know what I mean? That woman intuition hit quick. She was like, what did you do, huh? I jokingly asked if something was up, and he hesitated before answering. He confessed to cheating on me with a coworker. I was completely shocked. It felt like my world shattered into a million pieces. I asked him how long it had been going on, and he said it had been a couple months. Ooh, They've been seeing each other on and off, and as if things couldn't get any worse, he added that she might be pregnant. Oh, he was hitting it raw. Oh, and I can guarantee you this is why they were on and off, because he hit that coochie raw and was just like, oh, I want to go back. It was so good. It was so good. I just, I want it back. You know? And, yeah, he dipped his wick in there again. And he was like, oh, I missed this. Them forbidden walls. Hitting them forbidden walls raw. He was like, I missed this. That's why they were on and off. Yeah. Then he just left the nuts hanging out and just coated them shits. Damn. That's when I lost it. My whole world was spinning and I suddenly felt this rage come over me. I slapped him across the face and called him every name in the book. I told him to take his stuff and get out of the house. He left and has been staying at his parents' house. His mother has been blowing up my phone, telling me to talk things out with her son. I mean, is there really much to talk about? If I mean, like 4 months. It wasn't just a 1 or 2 time thing. 4 months. I'm talking 30, maybe 60, maybe 90 plus days. This man was smacking this other girl raw. He was raw dogging this chick. Like, is there really something to talk about? Like, come on now, Mom. I'm sure homeboy over there is just like, I fucked up. I know I was wrong. I can't believe I did this. Oh, I lost a great girl. And Mom is just like, of course. Like, oh, she should give you a second chance and see that you're a good guy and this and that. You know what I mean? Mom's gonna take the side, but it's just like, Oh, damn. Telling me how wrong it was for me to slap him and how heartbroken her son is over the situation. I haven't responded yet since I haven't been able to gather my thoughts yet. The whole situation just feels surreal to me. I can't believe the man I plan to spend the rest of my life with betrayed me like this. Was I in the wrong for how I reacted? Fuck no, girl. Fuck no. If I'm being honest with you, you were completely justified because, like I said, if it was a 1 or 2 time thing and you smacked the shit out of him, I'd have been like, girl, whoa, hold up. Hold up. Maybe have a conversation with him first and kind of figure out what's going on. And then if you feel like you can continue your relationship, cool. If you can't, separate. You didn't need to do all that. But the fact that it was multiple months, they didn't say couple, it was multiples, right? Let me double check. Okay, no, it's been a couple months, but still, I mean, that's 30 plus days. Okay, that's 30 plus days. That's 60 days at the max. Like, that's a long fucking time. That's a long time, man. Bro, like, that's 6 to 8 weeks. He was fucking this girl, raw dogging that bitch, and she's possibly pregnant. Like, come on, man. Imagine if she stays with this dude and then homegirl is pregnant. So now it's like, yo, man, got a baby mama. Like, no. She's going to be like, I ain't out here looking stupid like that. That's crazy. You better go get that bitch and go get your baby and go be happy over there. Because you ain't about to do that with me. Nah, I don't think you're the asshole at all. Do not go back to that guy because that's crazy talk. And especially if he got a kid with that girl, because come on, man. Nah. And I think the only reason why the coworker is probably gonna keep the baby is because she might want your man. You know what I mean? I mean, let's be honest. She probably do want your man. She let him hit it raw. The fact that she was just like, no, we ain't doing that condom shit. That so tells you that the coworker wants your man. And if I'm being honest with you, baby girl, let her have him. Fuck that nigga. Shit. God damn, man. All right. On to our next one. Am I overreacting? Boyfriend is getting close to sister-in-law. Okay. Let's see. I, female 23, and my boyfriend, male 26, have been together for about 4 years. Last year, my brother got married. My boyfriend was my plus one when we went there, and we got along well. However, about 3 months ago, I noticed some suspicious behavior. My boyfriend started being more busy than usual. At first, I didn't assume anything, but one of my coworkers, who is also really close to my sister-in-law, that she saw her at a bar with my boyfriend. They weren't doing anything except drinking. I didn't really assume much. I asked him about it the next day, and he was pretty nonchalant. Since he didn't get defensive, I assumed that meant there was nothing more to it. He had nothing to hide. However, last night when I was with my boyfriend, he received a text. I'm not a nosy person, so I wasn't purposely trying to snoop. He was in the bathroom showering, and I just looked at his phone to see who it was, and I saw my sister-in-law's name. I know I shouldn't have, but I was a bit suspicious, so I ended up checking his messages. Apparently, they have been having conversations for about 4 months. It's nothing explicit, but it's more than just small talk. And based on the conversation, we've had a few meetups at the bar. I haven't confronted him yet. I want to, but I am worried that it will make things really awkward. It's just both my relationship and my brother's relationship is now on the line. To me, this behavior is very unusual because why would my boyfriend be so close to my sister-in-law? I'm really heartbroken because I love my boyfriend and my brother loves his wife. I don't know how I should proceed. Do I confront him? Do I just leave it alone? Please help. I don't want to make things worse by jumping to conclusions. Yeah, because I mean, if you didn't really find anything in their thread that was like sexual, that was kind of like, like cheaterish behavior or anything like that, then yes, you could be jumping the gun and kind of making a situation out of nothing. And then that could really stir things, not only in your relationship, but also in your brother's relationship. What you could do, I personally, I think that he is that close, if you will, with the sister-in-law just because that's your brother and that's his wife. And so he's just like, she's part of the family. She's technically my sister-in-law too, so I have no problem, texting and talking back and forth. Like I can kind of see stuff like that. Like if, the girl I'm dating has a sister or whatever, a lot of times, I have text conversations with the sister. It's nothing explicit or anything, but it's just we have conversations, we talk, whatever the case may be, and that kind of stuff happens. But that's simply just because of how you see the person. You're just like, oh well, that's my girlfriend's sister, or that's my girlfriend's brother's wife or whatever. Maybe that's how he sees it. I don't know. I mean, you could kind of just like nonchalantly ask, like, oh, my brother was telling me that you and his wife talk a lot. You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys talk about or whatever? Or what's up with that? Or how is she? You know what I mean? And then kind of maybe see how he acts to that. Or you could talk to your brother and be like, yo, your wife and my boyfriend have been kind of talking, whatever. So, like, you know what I mean? What should we do? You guys could game plan like that too. And that way, you know what I mean? Whatever you do without your brother not knowing doesn't really stir the pot in both relationships. There's a lot that you could try to do. I would just play it. I'd play the long game on this one just because it's like you didn't really find anything. It's just that they're talking a lot. And I guess that makes you suspicious in some way. So, like I said, talk to your brother, and then you guys can kind of like sit them both down and be like, yo, what's going on? Why are you guys talking? Or you can just kind of do a casual ask of, hey, my brother, he was telling me that, you and his wife talk a lot. What do you guys talk about? Blah, 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 blah. You can go that route too. So I don't necessarily, I do think you're kind of overreacting though, just because personally, I think that your boyfriend sees the sister-in-law as a family member, and he's just like, that's my girl's brother's, wife. I want to be close with everybody in her family. She is now part of her family, so I'm going to treat her as such. You know what I mean? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that one, though. That is a crazy little scenario. Okay. Am I wrong for telling my friend with benefits not to bother me unless it's a booty call? He said, hey, girl, don't bother me unless you trying to get some dick. Oh, no, this is the other way around. Okay, no. The girl was like, don't bother me unless I want some penis. Okay. I, 21 female, had feelings for my friends with benefits, 24 male. Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Yeah, because it says, am I wrong for not telling my friend with benefits not to bother me unless... Okay, we'll see. I, 21 female, had feelings for my friends with benefits, 24 male, over a year. And when I finally told him how I felt, I said I wasn't relationship material. Oh, okay. So he had feelings for her, and she said, nah. Okay, so it is the guy going after the girl. All right, she wrote it a little weird. She kind of wrote it in a way as if she said, I have feelings for my friends with benefits. But she was saying he does. I see. Okay. She said she wasn't relationship material, but he'd be willing to hook up since he was physically attracted to me. I was disappointed, but after thinking it over and being a horny virgin, agreed. And for a while, things went really well. My feelings for him haven't really gone away, but I've worked past them to a point a relationship isn't something I think about anymore. Anyways, I fast forward to the last few weeks. He keeps calling me up for unrelated stuff, like he calls me during his lunch break to talk to me. Keeps trying to buy me gifts, keeps inviting me out to restaurants, or invites me back to his place where we just watch movies and nothing sexual happens. I know that must be so weird to where it's like the shoe is so on the other foot. It's so weird. It's like usually you think when the guy invites the girl over to the house, the guy is like, I'm trying to smash. He's like, nah, I just want to hang out with her. And she's just like, okay, so when are you going to fuck me? Like, so I can go home. Like, I get it. You're going to put a movie on. Cool. I didn't think we were going to watch the movie. That, it's crazy that the girl is like thinking this. It's kind of wild. All right. The past few times I've been reminding him we're just here because he wants to have sex, and I don't really see the point in these hangouts. This morning he called me again just to ask me how I slept and said since we both had Friday off, we should go out and eat his treat. I responded, okay, what do you want from me then? He kept saying he just wanted to spend time with me, and I snapped, telling him he can't have that. Oh, he can't have his cake and eat it too. He rejected me and has made zero attempt since to actually start a relationship and not to bother me unless he wanted a cheap lay. I realized I'm probably wrong here. He's just trying to be nice, but the way he's acting lately is getting on my nerves. I think it's a thing where homeboy is really trying to turn this into a relationship, and you should have just been honest with him from the get-go. Like, instead of going on these hangouts, you should have just denied him and been like, no. I get it. You may have got bamboozled with the one of like, hey, come over to my house. And you're just like, oh, cool. He's probably trying to smash. He just doesn't want to like say that. Like, that's totally fine. You go over to his house and then, you're like, okay, cool. He's putting on a movie. So, he can clap my cheeks during the movie. All right. Makes sense. And then the cheek clapping doesn't happen. And you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah. But you could have just been like super straight up with him and just been like, look, man, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, or you should have just stopped the friends with benefits altogether. You know what I mean? Just stop having sex with him. And it's just been like, nah, good. I'm done. You know, I don't even want to be anything. You could have ghosted him, something. You didn't really have to get to a point where you had to snap on him and do all that kind of stuff. I think you led that interaction on and you kept going when you could have just easily stopped it. You could have just ghosted dude. He would have got the hint eventually. Don't get me wrong. He wouldn't have got it like right away. Let's be honest here. He wouldn't have got it right away. He's not that, he's too dense of a guy to really get that. Let's be honest. But it is a thing where you could have slowly just fizzled that out and not text him back, not talk to him as much. If he wants to hang out, you could be like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm busy. You know, do the old classic girl tactics of getting out of situations. You know, you could have easily used those and eventually he would have got the hint. You know what I mean? It would have taken him a long, long ass time, but you know, I guess that's what ghosting's for, you know, sadly, but it is what it is. In the question of are you the wrong, I would say yes, just because you led the interaction on far too long. You know, yeah, that's the only reason why I say you're wrong. It's because you led the interaction on way too long. All right, this is going to be our last scenario for today's Sunday episode. This episode has been pretty juicy, and if you've made it this far, thank you guys so much. Let's get on to the last one. My husband regrets marrying me. Yo. Oh, shit. Okay. My husband said he regrets marrying me. Hello, I am a 32 female and my husband is a 41 male. We got married about a year and a half ago. Been together for about 4 now. My husband has told me a few times that he made a mistake marrying me, that he wants me to be happy, but that he isn't the one for me, and that he also said that he's been feeling this way for 2 years. So that was before he asked me to marry me. That was before he asked me to marry him. A little backstory. I've come from a really dysfunctional family. Very women in my family is a single mom. Okay. And we all have some sort of alcohol or drug addiction. Mine was alcohol, weed, and sex. When I would get drunk, I'd sleep around. Not proud of that, but it is what it is. Damn, son, you wiped up the hoe, bro. Damn. When we met, by the way, we are both Christians. I don't know about that.
Stop the cap.
He helped me get out of this backsliding I was doing. Anyway, he helped me. Things were good. I stopped being so wild, started listening to him. Then he asked me to marry him. I said, "Are you sure?" Because I felt like I had to. Anyway, fast forward, we started working with each other. I enjoyed working as a welder helper. He's a welder, but he's so anal. He won't even let me sit in his truck with the doors open. I wanted to lean back and sleep. He won't let me. He would say, "If you don't like it, find another job." I'm just thinking, man, I'm your wife. I'm not just some coworker. I get sad sometimes because he tells me to find another job when I love this one. Then I feel like I need to figure out what I want to do with my life. Like I need a plan B just in case we don't work out. And I explained this to him and he didn't help. He just said, "Well, save your money then." I know this is long. I'm not trying to leave anything out. I'm not trying to leave anything I did wrong. Hold on. Jesus. I know this is long. I'm not trying to leave anything I did wrong out because I know it's not all just him, but am I overreacting? Thinking he should treat me better at work, or is that his domain and I need to learn to deal with it? I feel like I don't ask for much. If you love someone, you would want them to make great money and be treated well. I love working with him when he's not being an asshole and I make great money. He just hurts my feelings sometimes. And he says stuff like making a mistake, marrying me. I do still smoke weed and drink here and there, but I smoke more than anything. He doesn't like that, but it's hard for me to quit. He used to help me change, but now but now the way he tries to help doesn't seem to make me want to. I feel like it's because now that we are not in the courting stage, he just straight up tells me instead of being encouraging like in the beginning. He also talks about my weight. I'm not fat by any means, but he makes me feel ugly, like my body is flabby or something. Okay, I'll stop. You need, if you need more info, ask. I'll be honest, I need help, and if the Christian could give me some advice from a biblical standpoint. I don't want to divorce. I feel like it's not worthy enough, but I can erase what he said. I think she meant I can't erase what he said, but she wrote, but I can erase what he said. I don't know. I don't think I can be with someone who regrets marrying me. It hurts. Well, this is what I'm thinking is going on. At the workplace, you gotta understand, men don't give a fuck about your feelings in the workplace. They just care about the job getting done and getting done efficiently. And he looks at it like, if you want to whine and complain about the job, then go get another job, because I don't need that. You know what I mean? The job's already stressful enough. I don't need you to be stressing me out on the job. So if you want to go be lazy somewhere else. And that's just is what that is. That's how guys are at work, you know. That's why, honestly, when women, you know, work with their guy, it never works out really, because obviously men, we take our jobs differently than women do. You know what I mean? Women, they kind of just like, when they're at the workplace with their man, they're just kind of like, you know, it is what it is. But for a guy, we kind of still take our job serious in the same degree. You know what I mean? And it's like, we're going to treat you like a coworker, because it's like, dude, this is work time. You know, there's a place and time for all the fun giggles and feelings and all that kind of stuff. It's like, fuck your feelings. We at work. Let's get this job done. Outside of that, you know, that's when it's like, hey, you know what I mean? I'm worried about your feelings or whatever. The whole regret marrying you thing, I think it's a thing where he looked at it like, dude, we've been together. We've been together for 4 years now, and you still have your bad habits. You know, like those habits, if I'm being honest with you, the smoking and drinking, that should have been kicked a long time ago. I get it. In the beginning, he was helping you get through all that stuff, and I think that's what he was doing. He was helping you get through all that stuff in the beginning, and it was working. You weren't doing it, and then that's probably what got him to a point where, like, damn, this girl has improved so much. She's changed her life for me. She went against the family norms of, you know, them being drug addicts and alcoholics and all that kind of stuff. She stopped drinking. She stopped smoking. She stopped doing this for me. That is amazing. That is a woman I want to be with for the rest of my life. And then I'm sure in some capacity, somewhere down the line, you got back into smoking, you got back into your vices. And so he looks at it like, what the fuck? We did all of this, you know, just for you to go back to it? What is going on here? Like, you changed for me, and then you're just going to revert that change? Like, now it makes me kind of regret marrying you, because you did all this change to get the ring? Is that why you did all that change? Is that why, you know what I mean, you stopped doing what you were doing so that way I would marry you? That's just how he's thinking about it. I'm not saying that that's what it actually is or that's what she was doing, but that's how he sees it. And then you kind of expect him to still like be supportive to get you out of those bad habits years later, when he feels like you should have been done with these. Like, why are you still smoking? Why are you still drinking? Why are you still doing all these bad vices? Like, this should have been done years ago. Like, I thought I got you out of these habits long time ago, and you're still doing them? Fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know, now I kind of just regret marrying you, because now it makes me feel like you only stopped doing those things to get the ring, and then once you're comfortable in the relationship, you're like, cool, I can go back to doing whatever the fuck I want to do. I can smoke and drink and all this kind of stuff and not really care. You know, I got the ring, I got the guy, you know what I mean? And that's how he kind of looks at it, because he's just kind of upset at that fact. Like, damn, you changed, but was this change real? Or were you just bamboozling your boy to just kind of get what you want, So I think that's what he's kind of dealing with, and I think that's what's kind of going on in his head. As like I said, as far as the work thing, that's just something where it's like, that's just work. You know what I mean? Work is going to be stressful enough, especially as a welder. You need to have like a lot of concentration. You need to be very focused on what you're doing because, welding is a very, very, precision based art, and so if he's got you, lounging around and doing whatever you want to do and being lazy and all that kind of stuff, he can't really tolerate that. He's like, look, man, I run a tight ship. I cannot be having you just doing whatever the fuck you want to do during work time. We relax and do all that stuff on our off time. If you don't want to deal with that kind of stress, that's fine. Go get a job. You know what I mean? Go work somewhere else. But if you like doing what you're doing here, I run a tight ship, and that's the way it is. And hey, I gave it to him. That's how it's got to be. That's how it has to be when you're at a job and you're making money. And obviously him knowing like, hey, my job fucking brings in the livelihood for our home. So yeah, I kind of got to take it serious because this is our livelihood. This is how we survive. This is how we have the good life we have. So, I wouldn't take the work stuff too serious. Don't get in your feelings for the work stuff. He's in work mode. You know what I mean? If you're a welder helper, you be that welder helper and you be the best welder helper you can be, because you said that you love the job and you said you love him, but you have to understand he's in work mode, and when he's in work mode, he's got to be a little more, with you. And that's just the way it is. Sorry, But as far as the whole regretting marrying you thing, I just think it's because you still have these bad habits that he feels like you should have been got over. Like the smoking and possibly drinking. I don't know. You said that you did smoking and drinking. So those were kind of your bad habits. And he helped you kind of get past those. He feels like you should have been got done with those. He's like, those should have been gone. You should have been stopped smoking. You should have been stopped drinking. You should have been stopped your bad vices. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I married you because you stopped and you showed that strength. You showed that you could change and be better and that you wanted to be better for me. And that's a big thing for a guy. When a girl changes for a guy, man, he appreciates the fuck out of that because he's like, holy shit. Usually girls don't change for guys. Guys change for girls. And that's just the way that goes. And it's horrible. But when you find that girl that changes for you, you're like, that's the one. So, he looked at that in high regards and he was just like, yeah, I'm marrying this chick. So if I'm being honest with you, you got to kind of work on yourself a little bit for that relationship to continue to flourish and be better. I'm not saying that you're the only one in the wrong here. Obviously talk to him a little bit and how how what he says kind of makes you feel. I get it. You kind of feel a certain way about it in the workplace, but talk to him, kind of understand where he's coming from because he's going to tell you the same thing. He's going to be like, we're at work, babe. We're at work. So when we're at work, I need you to work. I need, if I need something, I need you to do it. You're my helper. So I need you to be, my job is very demanding. It is very, taxing and it's extremely a precision job where I have to be very, very focused. I can't have things break that focus, So yeah. Oh yeah. Are you overreacting though? No. Because there's a lot of concern. Yeah, there's a lot of concern in that. So I don't think you're overreacting. I just think you need to come at the situation differently. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. So that's going to go ahead and do it for me on today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. I appreciate you guys for making it this far into the video. Again, patreon.com/MyLifeHustlePodcast. Get on there for an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on Tuesday as well as Sunday episodes. Thank you guys so much. If you're on audio platforms, downloading the podcast and rating 5 stars helps a ton. I appreciate that. It's free It's the best way to support us. TikTok as well as Instagram. Follow us over there. TikTok, we're on the road to 10K. Can't wait to reach that. We're doing the dang thing. I appreciate you so much. If you're from TikTok, hey, how's it going? I appreciate you for coming over here and checking out a full episode. If you want to help on the free 99 side, even more, youtube.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. Subscribing over there helps a ton. All right. I love you guys so much. I will see you on Tuesday for our Tuesday episode. Yeah. See you Tuesday. Peace.